What's up, everyone? So it's Wednesday, and it's not a good day, to be honest. As you can see here, I made $700 and I lost almost all the $700. So it would have been a fantastic day, but this is what happens when you become too greedy and when you overtrade during the stock market. Uh, you can make money, but you will lose that money in an instant. So this is a good example for that one. We can discuss everything in more details, but I just want to give you the overall picture of what happened today. So made about $704 and I lost 692.25 cents. So let's go back and see what happened. So overall, I traded one, two, three tickers today. Two of them were win and one was loss. I don't consider BYND as a win, even though I have like $56 profit. That's where I gained money and also lost money. So let's go to calendar, and you can see today I made $12.10. Well, it's better than having a red day, but could have been a way more better day. I could have reached my $3,000 target if I didn't lose that money. But it is what it is. You need to manage your risk. But I'm happy that I didn't lose any money that I earn on other days. I lost money that I earned today, but it's not any other day. So that's a positive thing today. So let's see what happened. So initially, I started slowly as usual, and all of a sudden I went up to $172, and then I did one bad trade. It put me down to almost $100. Then next trade was also bad, so which brings me almost zero. This was like $1 or $2, but then I tried to recover that. The next thing was even worse, like it's put me back in 100 minus $150. This is why you should stop trading when you lose two. I mean, at least for a couple of minutes. Take a breath, just walk away from the computer when you lose more than two trades. So you lost two trades and you started, if you continue trading, then you will go even more red, you know. So, I was able to recover a little bit, but then boom, put me down all the way to minus 300. So you see one bad trade, two, three, one good, and then the fourth one put me on minus 300. So at this point, what I did was I took a deep breath and I was like, okay, should I stop trading or should I be very careful and, continue trading? Then I decided maybe there is a chance because the market, I will talk more about that later. There was one ticker that had like over 1 billion volume today. Frankly, that was a meme stock. Well, it became a meme stock, I think. That's what people call. I don't know for sure, but so I was thinking maybe if I try to be very careful, I might be able to recover all the loss that I had today in the morning. So I took smaller positions and slowly building back that up to zero. So my target was to get this at least to minus 100, because minus 300 per day, that's a lot. So my target was to bring this back to minus 100, then getting more aggressive. So I will slowly bring this one up. You can see I went to almost minus 250, then 200, then 150. Then at this point, I was like almost close to 100. So I was trying to be, very aggressive, but then boom, went negative. I stopped it immediately. Then again, I try to be very slow after this point, And I think up to this point, it was a very slow trading strategy. And even after this point, then at this point, I was considering quitting, but then I thought maybe I should trade a little bit longer. And I made all the profit that I lost earlier, like dot to dot, like 172 to 172. So at this point, I should have considered, quitting for the day, because you made some money, you lost some money, but you did a hell of a job getting that back to where it was, So here I lost like $400, but you bring that $400 back. And then I think at this point, I was trying to be very defensive, but the problem was that meme stock. So it wasn't really, it's not completely my fault, but that meme stock, it's those kind of things really hard to trade. People manipulate those stocks and, things like that. So that one brings me down all the way to 120, then 100, $50. And then I tried to recover this back, but then again I lost another $60 in here. So after this point, I was like, no, I'm quitting. I'm not going to trade anymore. -5 is way more better than getting -300. So but I set another order, very unrealistic one, because this stock was going like crazy. But I was, I set another one, very unrealistic one, but frankly, it got filled. So when I set that order, I set a buy order, and also I set a sell order if that buy order failed. So that's how I got this one. So I didn't know until later on the day that this got failed. That put me on positive $12 for the day. So I, just try to. It was a very small quantity, but I want to be green on the day, regardless of the outcome. That gives me very, some sort of a confidence for tomorrow. That's why I want to have some sort of a green day today. Even having a -5, it's not a big deal, but having a red day is, it's kind of emotional thing. So that's why I said that order. Let's see what happened in each of these stocks. And you can see I started FLWS. Let me bring this one back up. So I started small quantity, 100 shares, 798, 805. And then this stock was, it's very interesting, because all of a sudden we got volume, and it went all the way up to 880. Then it went all the way down to, I think, $4.21. Yeah, this is really unfortunate thing. So then when it's going down, so I was thinking the support of the VWAP over there, so that's why I bought 250 at 790 and sold it at 798. And here also I was thinking the same, so I did two trades, 500 shares, 802, and sold it immediately 803. Another one, 250, 790, and sold it at 798. But in here, I wasn't expecting to get this filled, but I set a buy order at 742 for 250 shares. But after this one got filled, so after a couple of minutes that got filled. So I got panicked, and I thought, like, because there is no support in this region, so it might go down all the way to EMA 200. So I sold it immediately. Then I saw some consolidation on this area, so I set another order for actually I set this to 250, but it only got filled 25 shares. But that could have been a very nice, this is like easily $50, if it was 250 shares. Because I think this is the best trade that I did today, like $20, 20 cents spread. And then when it's going down, I make another trade over here. This is at the opening, right after the opening. I think I got because I got distracted on the BYND. I didn't want to pay attention to this one because I set this order uh, pre-market, like when the stock hit to 662, buy it, 500 shares. Then I saw the buy order got completed, but I didn't see it supporting this level. If it's supporting this level, I should have, I could have kept it a little bit longer, but I sold it immediately. But of course, the next candle it went all the way to $7.10. That's a bummer. But after that, it was like going sideways and going downhill. So that's how FLWS was. And then I traded what's the other one? BNBX. BNBX. So for BNBX, I initially had bad trades. So the first trade, 500 shares, 532, sold it at 512. So this put me down $100 because this is like 20 cents, 500 shares. So this put me down $100. And then in here, I tried to recover that one, but I wasn't. You see what I did. So this is the mistake that we should avoid in future. So I lost $100. So I tried to recover that $100 over here by looking at the support over here. But when this one got down, it went from 532 to 566. So that was a very big, red candle. So I knew, $1,000 cannot risk too much. So when it's going down, actually it went down all the way to 566, I think 566, but it came back up. So when it coming back up, I sold it immediately at 495. So lost about another $60. And then I stopped trading because this wasn't really, trustworthy. It's after opening. Sometimes when a stock popped up early in the morning and, it's going down, and then when the opening bell rings, it tries to, break this level, the initial level, but when it's fail, it's going down all the way. There's no stopping. So that's why I stopped trading that one. But I saw that it was kind of climbing up and going down. So I traded another one over there on this candle, looking at the support of the EMA 200. So that was a very nice trade. So I made about $50 on this one. So I lost $100 here, 100. So this is $60, I think. So made about $50 here. So I think I traded couple of more times over this region, so that's why I end up having like minus 89 for this ticker. Then here's the fun stuff. BYND. So this was hell of a roller coaster, I would say. So I did a lot of trades on this one. This one actually I traded this one yesterday. This was like $2 or something like that. Yeah. So I traded a couple of times, but I think even the other video I discussed, after hours this went all the way to 480. Then this morning it went all the way to 885, and then it's slowly going down. But once the morning bell ring, it went even a little bit down, and it tries to break this level, but it failed because there was a reason. I will tell you the reason. So anyway, so I did couple of trades. So here it's a good trade, 500 shares, 601, and sold it at 617. And in here 500 shares 582, sold at 588. And in here 500 shares 542, sold it at 532. So lost about $50. Someone could have asked why you sold it without waiting for a couple of minutes. So I will tell you why I sold. So this was kind of risky, risky stock, because this was popped up yesterday, even on Monday, and then it went all the way to 885, and now it's going down. I fear that even when I'm trading in these positions, I fear that there might be some short sellers coming into the market and try to push this one down, because this one is up, a lot. So if they push this down, it will go all the way down without any doubt. So that's why I had to, like, 10 cents, I'm done. So that's why I had to sell this. And even though it's going up at this point, and you can see how much it went down later on the day. You see, it went down from here, let's say 620 to 262. That's a lot. So this is something I don't want to see, right? It never had chance to recover. Well, at this point it recovered a little bit, but overall from here to here, there was no recovery. So that's why when something is slipping, you need to sell it immediately. So that's what I did here. And then, of course, once I sell it, it goes up. And then I thought it would support this level, so that's why I bought this one. So in here I bought like 1,000 shares. Again, this is kind of like a revenge trading, because I lost $50 here. I tried to make that one up, but instead of going smaller quantity, I decided to go like my full size 1,000 shares. So filled at 582. Unfortunately, I had to sell it at 555 because it never recovered. Well, it recovered later, but the risk was high. So I sold it immediately when it hits like 542. I waited a couple of seconds and sold it at 555. And then next minute when it's up, I traded two more times, both at 541, 500 shares, and another one 547. Both of them were sold at a profit, but not a lot, but enough to cover some of the loss that I had from here. But this was a huge loss. This is like $200 something, almost $300 loss. So at this point I was down. I was like, oh man, could have be a good day, but it is what it is. So that's when I decided, okay, let's take a break and start trading later. So that's why I have like 10 minutes span around, about 10 minutes span, about 20 minutes span. Then I traded in here, now it's revenge trading, 641 and sold it at 646, 1,000 shares. Nice trade though, made $50. And in here I trade like small things, not a big, because I wasn't really comfortable how the stock was moving. It wasn't moving a lot, so I bought it and sold it at a profit, like very small one, maybe $5-10. And then this is a nice move, 500 shares 712, and sold it at 722. And here small winners. In here 250 shares 671 and sold it at 682. And here again $250 671 and 672. And here 500 shares 602, sold it at 612, which is a very nice trade. So this is how I was building what I lost. Then in here also made a little bit good profit, but again I wasn't expecting this, because you see when you open this one up, so at this point I should have stopped trading, because things were going down, there is no support. I should have stopped at this point because there was no VWAP or EMA 200 after this point, and there was actually a news about something. Someone is shorting something, so that's why nobody got interested, and it went downhill. Here, unfortunately, I set an order to buy at 502. Usually, this when something is going down at a whole dollar level, there is some sort of a resistance. So I tried to buy 250 shares and sold it for like 8 cents, but it went down all the way to 467. And I had another order for 492, again 250 shares initially. So this is what happened. Initially I had 500 shares for 502, but then I split 502 and 592, but unfortunately both of those got failed and I had to sold those at a loss. So that's bring me down like $110, I think. Then in here again, so this is revenge trading. I try to again try to do that whole dollar resistance level, but it failed. It failed a lot. So this one fell down from 439 to 379, and there was a halt. The trading was stopped, but 5 minutes later it started. That's when I sold at 395. So there was like 5 minutes of my life regretting the decision of trading this one specifically. But it went back all the way to 477. So if I kept this so there was a point I was thinking maybe I should put a trailing stop on this one. Trailing stop is something like you can set some sort of a offset value, so from the current price. So the current price was so this one stopped at 379. So I was thinking putting a 20 cents trailing stop. So if this drop below 20 cents, which is like 359, it will get sold. So this is kind of like a stop loss order, but when this is going up, that level is also going up. So if I did that at the next one, the open was again 379, and it went up all the way to 470 and close at 470. So the next one, it went down to 382. So 470 to 382. So I think even if I had that, it would be sold at 397. Yeah, 397. But if I see something like 431, I could have easily sell it at at least for 410, making some profit. But it is what it is. So I stopped trading after that point, and it went all the way down. If you look at the news, so this is we had like 63 million free float, and if you look at the 1 minute chart, you can see how much volume it's trading for each minute. So this one like 300k, sorry, 33 million. So half of the free float got exchanged within a minute. Can you believe it? And in here 36. You see, half of the free float get exchanged between people within a minute. Can you believe that? That's how meme stock works, I guess. And if you go to news, you can see exactly at Where was that news? Uh, there was some names. This one. So when this news hit, because apparently this guy, this whenever this guy's tweet, things go upside down. So this news was released at 8:20. I don't think this is the news. This is 8:20. Yeah, you see, he's tweeting. He's tweeting and saying he's shorting this stock. So this news popped up. That's when things went down. From here, I think from here to here. Yeah. So that's what happened today. Good lesson. Whenever you see a meme stock or high volume stock, you need to be very careful. But I never seen anything drop like this. If you go to like 5-minute chart, you can see how hard it fell. It's like 10:40 to 12:40, like within 2 hours, boom, everything is gone. So yeah, and as I always say, trading is riskier. So this is the reason. But let's bring this one back up. Overall, it's a green day, but I wouldn't consider as a green. Well, it's a green day. Let's do that. Yeah, it's a green day. I will consider it as a green day, even with the 12 cents dollars, because I have these small trade days, even on Monday on the second week of the October, $11. So this is not the worst day. So you know, to be honest, I made like, oh, I didn't realize this. Oh, I already had a bad trade and try to recover. Okay, so but 4 trades versus 37 trades, that's a lot. But making progress towards my $2,500 target. And as I said before, if I'm green on these 2 days, I might increase my target to 3,000. But let's see. Days like this could have ruined everything. If I let's say if I stop trading at this point and there was no recovery, you see, minus 300. So minus 300 from here will put me on about 2,100. So that would make me a little bit, it would definitely put me some pressure, because I'm already have my previous monthly target, which was $2,000. So that on Thursday and Friday, I will try to recover that loss, and might end up having another big, red days. Maybe losing all the money that I made throughout the month. So that's why it's really important to, as I always said, it's really important, cut your loss very quickly without thinking twice, because you can always make that loss money on a very good day. As someone is always saying, you live to trade another day. So if you have money, you can trade, but if you lose all your money, then there's nothing to trade, nothing to be traded. So that's the recap for today. But we have 2 more days on the week, Thursday and Friday. I hope those days will be good as well. To be honest, market was very strong today. Even the overall market was a little bit down today, but there were good opportunities, really good opportunities, but I wasn't able to capitalize it. But overall, I take this as a good lesson, and not to overtrade. And overall, it's it's a little bit over $2,400 for the month, and hopefully by the end of this week, I can make 2,500. I can reach the 2,500 target. So yeah, I think that's it for today. and we can see the dashboard as well. It's nicely going up, but it's a little bit slow here. We'll see how things go tomorrow. And as a reminder, trading is always riskier. Manage your risk and practice on a simulator before you put real money on the market. And until tomorrow, see you.